China launched an attack onto 20 or more Filipino fishing boats in the South China Sea. In fact, the Chinese Coast Guard warships fired their water cannons at some really small Filipino fishing boats, tried to sink them. The water cannons completely destroyed some of the boats. The Philippines said, quote, as a result of these aggressive actions by China, 3 Filipino fishermen sustained physical injuries, including bruises and open wounds. But it doesn't stop there. They said, quote, 2 Filipino fishing boats also suffered significant damage from high-pressure water cannon blasts. Now, you need to know, despite the fact that China could have very easily drowned Filipino fishermen and killed Filipino civilians here, they didn't care. China says they do this to make sure that other countries aren't fishing in their waters, and that's the important part. China actually claims the entire South China Sea, whereas the rest of the world says the opposite. They say it's international waters, including the Philippines. But this isn't the first time stuff like this has happened. China regularly does stuff like this. In fact, not too long ago, 2 Chinese Coast Guard warships tried ramming into a different Filipino fishing vessel. The only problem there is that the Filipino fishing boat they were trying to ram into, they missed, and they ended up sailing directly into each other and sinking one of the Chinese warships. This was a massive embarrassment for China. But today, this is another example of China trying to stop the fishing in the South China Sea. They claim it's illegal as it's their waters, but the Philippines and pretty much everyone else says it's totally legal as it's international waters. And you wouldn't even know about it if you didn't follow me for some more global news like this.